Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today I am working on a community lot that I started recently in Willow Creek. If you've seen my video prior to this, then you will have seen me decorate the curiosity shop that's next door, and then today we are focusing on the bakery as well as the apartment that's above it. As I said in the previous video, I lost all of the footage of me actually doing the structure of the building as well as the floor plan, so we've had to skip over that, but that's okay. I've got plenty of screenshots at the end of the video so that you can see the floor layout, and it's not an entirely large building anyway, so when I pan out in some of my shots you'll be able to see it anyways. Right now I am just finding some clutter items for this. I had an idea in my head of what I kind of wanted, but then at the same time I wasn't entirely sure, mostly because I have never built a community lot like this before, and so I wasn't 100% sure of what all was available. These tables right here I'm gonna delete in a minute because when I was getting some chairs out I realized that I pulled out the tall table instead of the shorter dining table, so I'll fix that in a moment and then we'll carry on to the other part of the building. There is one bathroom down here as well as one bathroom upstairs in the apartment above this, and I do not show the furnishing of the bathroom down here, but I did include the one upstairs. Here in a little while off camera, I swap out the counters that I have right here, because right now I have this set as like a generic lot type, probably retail or something, because we don't have one that is bakery specific, and so I didn't know if I wanted it to be a cafe, but I do end up changing it to one in the end. So I pull out the counter that has the espresso machine on it, and I actually end up liking those counters better in the end anyways, so I think it worked out for the space. I also end up changing this sink and the counters that I put in this little back room right here, because when I was back on the lot working on the their upstairs apartment, I was overlooking the downstairs floors and I just didn't like the way that that room looked, and so I delete that utility sink. I put in counters that match the new counters that I put up front, and I put in a shelf next to the cupcake factory. For the Sims that I imagined living in the apartment upstairs above this, I figured maybe it was a woman and her child, and perhaps they own the bakery down here. I thought that would be a nice storyline. Of course, it doesn't have to be a single mother. You could have the father, or, you know, two fathers, or what other kind of Sims you enjoy playing with. It's totally up to you. Feel free to redecorate any of this that you would like to. Just don't re-upload it or claim it as your own. As of this particular moment, this has not yet been play tested, merely because I went from immediately working on the curiosity shop to the cafe to both of the apartments upstairs, and though this one went together very easily, the two-story apartment I struggled with so bad, and so it's only been finished for probably a week now, and I just haven't had a chance to get around to playtesting everything, but hopefully by the time you guys see this video, I will have had all of that finished and have this building uploaded to the gallery. I'll be sure to let you guys know in the description or something once it's available, or if it is available upon the release of this video. That way no one has to wonder about it. The cafe area is pretty much finished. I add a couple more plants, and I think after that we head upstairs and start working on the apartment. And I'm actually gonna have to come back into this after I'm done with this, because it's really bothering me that I didn't put any rugs by the doors in the cafe, so there will more than likely be rugs when you guys get this. So now we're headed into the upstairs, and you can see that I'm changing around the cabinets. I actually had to switch this layout to the kitchen a few times because I wasn't happy with how it fit, and I didn't really know what to do with the cupboards because sometimes I like them to be on both walls and sometimes I don't, but I do end up putting them on both walls, and then I used these half walls to kind of separate the room while still keeping it open because it's not a huge space, so I didn't want it to be completely closed off. I thought that that would be kind of claustrophobic. But if you guys want to, you can change that and put full walls in. And then this entire upstairs, with the exception to the child's room, has like a very heavy blue vibe because when I was doing the floor plan, I found these doors and I really liked that color, and blue is my favorite color anyway, so I always gravitate towards it. So it pretty much comes through in every aspect. Like, I think even the bathroom is blue, the parents' room is blue. The only thing that I would maybe go back and change is these chairs because this blue is slightly darker than most of the other blues, and it was kind of bothering me that they are slightly off, but as of right now I have not done that, and that's what's there. Right now I'm looking for stuff for this entryway. I'm gonna add a table and a mirror, and I put that table decoration from the movie Hangout pack that has like the books and the elephant and the candle. I rarely ever get to use that piece, and it fit really nicely over there, so I was excited about using that. I'm not sure exactly when I do that here, shortly I think, but I was filling with this window because I had like shift clicked or alt clicked, whatever it is, and moved the window, and then the curtain wasn't lining up, and so it took me a minute to fix it. I use a lot of the furniture from the new Eco Lifestyle pack because I actually really like it. I think that it has a nice texture, like it looks comfortable even though it also looks kind of cheap, and I don't know, I kind of really liked it. And then I think, do I put a radio in here? I actually can't remember. Well, I guess we'll find out together. I know that I get a TV, a bookshelf. I put that fake toy box, the one that has like the lion and stuff in it. You can delete that and put in a real toy box if you want to, but I just needed something to fill up the space, so I'm gonna pull that out in a little while. And right now I'm looking for a bookshelf. I believe I settle on the one that's from the Moschino stuff pack, and I size it down because it is so large, so it's gonna look ridiculous in a minute because I'm going to add a ton of items on it that are gonna float. I just needed to fill up the spaces so that I could use the red shelf to physically move things into place. And then I delete all of those floating items, so you guys will not have to worry about that. And I think I swapped this rug out a couple times because I wasn't happy with the color. Like, I love the blue and tan together, but this particular rug just kind of wasn't working for me. So that is gonna change later. And here in a little while, when I do the bathroom, I do add in a litter box, and then I put food bowls in the kitchen because I thought it might be nice to maybe have a cat in this apartment. Maybe it's a cat that was out digging for scraps in the dumpster out back, and so the Sims that live in this house brought him in. That might be a cute idea. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, right here we're looking for the clutter. I also had to size that down, that popsicle stick flower decoration thing, because it was too big and it was poking through the roof of the build. So that got sized down, and then we add a couple more of these things, and I think I pull out a plant, and then we'll delete those other items, and I think after that we head into the bathroom. I did include the bathroom up here, like I said already earlier, just because I don't know why. Sometimes I leave them in and sometimes I don't. I know bathrooms are kind of boring and basic and they all look the same. I know that I especially don't do anything special with my bathrooms most of the time. That 2x3 layout is my basic size, and I throw in a bathtub, a toilet, and a sink, and that's about it in there. I don't include any skill building items as far as I remember in this apartment, merely because I don't know what your guys' plans are, and so I don't know, like, do you need an easel? Do you need a chess table? I don't know. That is for you to decide. You can rework the space and add in whatever it is that you need, and then there's also no computer. So you might want to add in a computer desk or get a laptop that you can set on the dining table here, because I didn't include any, I'm sorry. This is the table that I mentioned where I'm gonna put that decoration item from the movie Hangout pack. Originally I start with the one from the new Nifty Knitting because I haven't used that a whole lot, but in the end I do end up going with the other one and I really like it. And then you're also gonna see me mess with a couple of my custom content mirrors because I had just downloaded some new ones and I was dying to use them, but I resisted the urge so that way you guys don't have to worry about some random item in here that's not in the game. But I mean, they're so pretty. I think some of them are Severinka and I can't remember who the other person is. They might all be her, the ones that I was looking at, but I go with that one I believe in the end, and then we move on. I add a few plants over here. I don't remember if I do it right now, but I do believe I swap out that plant that's currently on the table. I think I use the one that is in the Eco Lifestyle pack, that really pretty, it's like faceted, the jar is. It's got like the rough edges and it's got the really pretty like tan and purple flowers in it. I don't know, but you'll see it in a little while. And then I think we finally move into the kitchen. I scrolled through the catalog and the debug menu for a little while, trying to find some clutter items that I thought would be appropriate in this kitchen. So some of those might randomly pop up. If they do, that is why. And since I thought that maybe they would own the bakery downstairs, I pull out that decoration that's that glass like cake holder thing that has the lid on it with the donuts or something inside of it. That is another item that I pretty much never use, so I really liked it in this build. So I have that. Actually, I have one down there in the cafe area as well that I add in later, and then I put the one in here in the kitchen, and then I think I actually use a coffee pot too, which I was really surprised by because I have a habit of not using any appliances. Like, I rarely ever use the dishwashers, I don't ever use the coffee pots or the microwaves, and I think I do that because in my main save file that I actually play in, my coffee pot glitches out all the time and it'll just be like rotten. It'll have like moldy coffee in it that my Sims can't remove, so I actually have to delete the entire coffee pot and buy a new one, and that gets so annoying, so I just rarely ever place those items. But I think I add one in here as well as a microwave, but no dishwasher. So if you want a dishwasher, you'll definitely have to add one in. And then I thought about putting the soap dispenser on this half wall, but I do end up putting it next to the sink, and I put a plant up there instead. And I was really happy about items being able to snap to those half walls. Like, I know that they have been able to for a while. I'm not sure if they've been able to always, but I first noticed it back when the Island Living pack came out, because I was building a mermaid house and I pulled out those seashells that you can get and collect, and I had a table next to a half wall that I was trying to put them on, and they were like clipping to the half wall, and I actually left them up there because I thought it looks really nice. It seems like it's a realistic thing, you know, because I have a spot in my house where I have like a partial half wall, and I put stuff on it, like I've got candles and some other kitchen utensils up there, and I cannot imagine that I'm the only person in the world that does stuff like that. So it was nice to be able to bring that realism into the game. I think what you see now is basically it for the kitchen. I don't remember if I move anything else around. I fiddled with where to put the donut tray for a while, and I think it ends up in the corner. And then I believe after this, we're finally gonna do the bathroom or maybe the kids' room. I don't exactly remember. Um, I think I changed this rug too. I find a different one that I like, and that is when I also changed the one in the living room, I believe. I went through a lot of rugs, you guys. I could not figure out what I wanted. I think we settled for this one, and that is when I changed the one in the living room as well. Oh, I forgot about this basket. I love this basket. I think it is so cute. I've been wanting something like this in the game for such a long time, and so when it got added in with the eco lifestyle, I was so excited. And if that is a pack that you guys are on the fence about and you don't know if you're gonna get it, I haven't done a whole lot with the gameplay portion of it because I don't play all that often anymore, but for like the build and buy items, it is perfect. Like beautiful windows, beautiful doors. The furniture is gorgeous. Like a lot of it looks cheaper because a lot of it is supposed to be handmade, fabricated, whatever, but it is just stunning. I really like a lot of it, and so if it's one that you're not sure about, definitely get it, especially if you're a builder. I really think that you're going to love it. I just completely talked over the bathroom, but as I said, it's nothing exciting. It's blue, it's got a litter box, it's got all the amenities. I think I even add the same artwork in it that myself and everyone else uses. You know, that 50 simoleon picture that has the green leaves in it. That perfect one that is in every single bathroom. There's the cat bowl. And then, do we finally go to a bedroom, I think? Adding some cat toys. I did size, or not size, I raised up the cat wand. I believe your sim can still grab it and put it in their inventory, but if they can't, just drag it to the floor and then they'll be able to get it. Alright, now to the kids' room. This is the only room in the house that does not follow through with the blue color scheme. I imagined it was a girl, and I'm perfectly happy making girl rooms that are blue, but when I placed my items so that I remembered this was going to be a bedroom, I had this green swatch on the bed, and I really liked that, and I decided that I wanted to keep it. So that bed is from Discovery University. The desk was too, but I got rid of that desk so that I could add in this bookshelf and get a smaller desk. I think we go with the one from Eco Lifestyle. I had it out and deleted it. Yep, there it is. And then I put just basic kids clutter in here. Like, I think I get out Yarny and I get out a couple other items. I put a dollhouse in here. I even use that floor clutter that looks like it's a bunch of clothes and shoes and stuff, and I half tuck that under the bed because kids' rooms in real life most of the time are very messy, so I thought that was perfect. And then I did size the unicorn back up. I had it sized down one time at first, but it looks like I did change it back to its normal size. And then I'm gonna change the wall color in here and move around these string lights and the skateboards, and then I think we'll finally be on to the parents' room. There's nothing grand in there. I don't have any skill building items like I said, but you could probably place an art easel or a computer desk in there if you want to, like get rid of the dresser or just rework the room so that you have room for those items, because I think all I put in there is the desk, or not a desk, I'm sorry, the dresser, the bed, maybe a chair, a couple plants, and then I used that wall closet that has like the dress and stuff hanging from it with the boxes on top, and then another one of the shoe racks. Other than that, you guys, I think that's basically it for this build. I've somehow managed to talk most of the way through, and so that's impressive for me. I normally would have cut out of here by now. So if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around too, because I do have one more video in this particular series that'll be out, and that will be the other apartment, so the one next to this, which is a 2-story apartment. And so that video, I'm not sure yet how long it's gonna be, but I'm hoping that one will be out sometime next week. So hit the notification button so that you guys will be notified when that is uploaded, that way you don't miss it. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day. Bye guys.